What's up everybody, Jesse here with some huge news. This is another leak. Yesterday we went over some of the outfits, weapons, armor, shields, stuff like that was data mined from the game. The actual Switch version of the game is in the hands of people at GameXplain, IGN, and other larger sites. So there are people that have potentially beaten the game. So it makes sense that some of these leaks would be coming out. Obviously, spoilers. A lot of people got mad at my last video because in the thumbnail and in the title, I put everything revealed, and then in the first few seconds of the video, I say there will be spoilers. Apparently, people didn't understand that everything revealed means that there's going to be spoilers, so they still clicked on the video, and apparently I didn't give enough of a warning after I said spoilers. So I apologize for that, but honestly, if you see a video where it says everything revealed in the title and the thumbnail, you probably shouldn't click it unless you want spoilers. But with that said, we have a few spoilers here. So this comes from the same website as the leaked images that I showed yesterday. You can see it here. I'm just going to go ahead and read it. It starts off in the middle of a conversation saying, "I guess you have a point. I probably shouldn't release much info, but this happens relatively early, maybe 5 to 6 hours. When I said typical Zelda story, I meant all the way down to the flow of the story. Think of all the hooks and twists you would find in Nintendo's most recent games. When I mentioned above the 5 to 6 hour mark, this strongly correlates to, for example, obtaining the Master Sword in Ocarina of Time, which uncovered a new unexpected element to the game. Turns out that the voice that is always beckoning is, surprise, Zelda. I think we all pretty much assumed that. From a bigger surprise, the past. The reason she can't fully communicate with you is because she is using the power of the Master Sword, which is now rusted and rotting in the player's timeline. She guides you to all of these places in the world because she has been sending prominent story figures to designated spots to aid in repairing the Master Sword in the future. In the past, where Link is gravely injured and unable to stop Ganon, they try to futz with time travel in a completely nonsensical way where defeating Ganon in the future will apparently stop Ganon in the past. So in one timeline, you have Zelda telling Darudma, the large Goron you see, to hole himself in Death Mountain and wait for the day Link can find him, which happens to be the Link she's speaking to in the future. It continues, "This is probably what Aonuma meant by it's a secret of the Master Sword can be broken. The Master Sword is not a weapon, at least not yet. It's a tool to communicate with Zelda of the past. The Zelda you've all seen in the trailers so far is only Zelda in name. She's actually Princess Zelda III, your granddaughter. This was another problem I had. Being in, we're used to a lineage of Zeldas dating back across many years from different timelines. Maybe it was for the sake of simplicity that Nintendo used a moniker that easily informs the player that this is the third Zelda. Regardless, it felt sloppy, especially so after trying to retcon all of the other Zelda titles into a sensible timeline." He then says, "I said I wouldn't explain this much about the story, but oh well. Gorons in Breath of the Wild have a militaristic social structure where their names change as their rank among Goron society does. It's actually specifically explained when you first meet him, and he says something along the lines of, 'Link, I am Daruk,' or, as you may or may not remember, Darudma. Darudma is his name in the past timeline that the player becomes familiar with him in." And then he says, "Okay, last part before I go to bed. You're wrong. The Zelda from the trailers is Zelda III. The only image you've seen of Zelda from the past is where she is wearing a white dress, with that baby bump." So this is something a lot of people have speculated, that there were two different Zeldas in the game, that Zelda was pregnant. So it being Zelda's granddaughter or great-granddaughter kinda would make sense. But Skyward Sword also did something similar to this, where there was the old Impa in the present with the young Impa in the past. But the young Impa in the past would travel back and forth between the future and the past. And then after her job was done, she traveled to the past and sat in the spot guarding Princess Zelda. And over time she aged into the elderly Impa that we see in front of the door in the present at the beginning of the game. So a lot of confusing time travel stuff there. Let me know what you guys think about this. I don't know if it's true or not personally. Communicating with the Master Sword, it's not really something that's been done before. Nintendo has said specifically that the voice talks to you through the Sheikah Slate, not necessarily the Master Sword. And whenever the voice first talks to you throughout the game, you don't even have the Master Sword unless she's using the Master Sword in the past to communicate to the Sheikah Slate, which at that point, why wouldn't she use the Sheikah Slate in the past to communicate with the Sheikah Slate in the present? It's all confusing. Do you guys believe this is real? Let me know in the comments below, and I'll join the discussion with you. Let me know if you want more spoilery story stuff like this, or if you want just basic news that I've been doing. And finally, just thank you for watching. Remember, I'm also the video host for Zelda Dungeon and Zelda Informer, so feel free to go there, subscribe, and watch some more of my videos. What's up everybody? Really quick before we get to the usual end slate, I wanted to mention a quick update for this channel. I'm trying to bring together a few new series other than the usual discussions and news videos that we do. I would like to bring quality reviews, let's plays, do more live streams, a top 10 series, and more analysis videos. However, to do this, I need your help. Between being a new father, YouTube, and my real job, I don't have the time to work on all of these videos. So I would like to bring on other people who can help out from time to time, like Sasizi and others who have helped host and edit videos before. To make this all happen and to get awesome rewards for yourself, head over to patreon.com/GameOverJesse, where you can get shoutouts and videos, join our group Discord and chat with us whenever you want, be a guest on some of our videos, and much more. If you haven't already, please like, subscribe, and leave your thoughts in the comments below. I would like to give a huge thank you to this month's Patreons for their support: George Martinez, Glenn Cassio, Hin Hutinen, Lunarium, Magic Tech Review, The Itch Network, and Harris Priest. Thank you all for everything, and it's because of your support that I'm able to find the time to do these videos. If you would also like to support this channel, head over to patreon.com/GameOverJesse, where you can find all kinds of great rewards like joining on a video, being added onto our Discord chat, having your discussion or topic featured on one of our videos, and much more, including having your own custom artwork similar to my own, drawn of you in any anime or video game style you would like. Finally, I would like to give a huge thank you to Gnomo Designs and CS Guitar 89 for providing the music and artwork for this channel.